I'm Cheri. Welcome to my Learn English with Cheri channel. Are you ready to learn English through stories? Let's go. Intermediate English. Anna's New York Dream. She studied English to open new doors, and now she's ready to step through them. Follow Anna's journey of courage, connection, and discovery in the city where dreams and language come alive. Watch, read, and listen to build real confidence for your own American adventure. Don't just study English, live it through stories. Adventure awaits. Anna had spent years with her head in books, her voice shaping new sounds. English was more than a language. It was a key to a world she'd only seen in movies. Now, with a plane ticket in her hand and a heart full of nervous excitement, she was finally ready to unlock the door to her biggest dream, New York City. City arrival. The plane landed, and soon Anna was in a yellow taxi, surrounded by a symphony of car horns and a forest of skyscrapers. Everything was bigger, louder, and more vibrant than she had ever imagined. She pressed her face against the glass, trying to take it all in. This wasn't a movie anymore. This was real, and it was breathtaking. Lost in Times Square. Her first stop was the heart of the city, Times Square. Giant screens flashed with brilliant colors, and a river of people flowed around her. It was exhilarating, but also overwhelming. For a moment, she felt small and lost in the crowd. She clutched her map, her confidence wavering. Was she brave enough for this city? A helpful stranger. She was struggling to read her map when a kind voice asked, "Lost?" She looked up to see a man with a warm smile. "Only a little," she said in English. Proud the words came easily. He introduced himself as Leo, a musician. They talked under the city lights, and New York suddenly felt friendlier. Central Park stroll. The next morning, sunlight filled her room. Leo had promised to show her another side of the city, quiet and green. They walked through Central Park, past families and lakes, sharing stories along the way. He spoke of New York, and she shared her dreams. Her English now felt like a bridge between their worlds. Metropolitan Museum moments. Later that afternoon, they met at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. They wandered through grand halls filled with paintings and ancient treasures. Standing before a Van Gogh, Anna described how the colors made her feel, and Leo listened closely. In that quiet moment, surrounded by art, they felt a connection that needed no words. Sunset on the bridge. As evening fell, Leo took Anna to the Brooklyn Bridge. They walked across the wooden path as the sun dipped behind the skyline, painting the sky orange and pink. "The view never gets old," Leo said. Anna smiled, feeling the wind and the wonder of it all. Every step felt like the start of something new. Broadway magic. Later that evening, the lights of Broadway filled the night. Anna and Leo watched a dazzling musical bursting with color, music, and laughter. She understood every joke, every song, every emotion. For the first time, English wasn't just a language to learn. It was her key to belonging. She felt alive in the heart of New York. Lady Liberty. The next day, they took a ferry to the Statue of Liberty. As the boat moved across the water, Anna felt a mix of pride and awe. Seeing Lady Liberty up close reminded her why she had worked so hard. Millions had come here chasing dreams, and now she was one of them. Grand Central Wonder. Later that afternoon, Leo brought her to Grand Central Terminal. Sunlight streamed through tall windows onto the marble floor as crowds hurried past. Anna looked up at the painted sky above and felt small but inspired. Even in the rush of strangers, she found beauty and calm. New York was beginning to feel like hers. Pizza and cheesecake. No visit to New York would be complete without its famous food. Leo bought her a giant slice of pizza, hot and foldable, which they ate while walking. Later, they shared creamy cheesecake in a cozy diner. Each bite told its own story of the city, rich with flavor, culture, and connection. Top of the Rock. That night, Leo surprised Anna with a visit to the top of the rock. As they stepped onto the viewing deck, the city glittered beneath them like a sea of stars. The Empire State Building shone proudly in the distance. Anna took a deep breath, feeling that anything in this city was possible. City lights, connection. High above the city, Anna felt a rush of gratitude. She looked at Leo, whose smile was as bright as the skyline. "Thank you for showing me your New York," she said softly. He took her hand and smiled. "Thank you for seeing the magic in it," he replied. Goodbye, not forever. The next morning, it was time to leave. At the airport, the goodbye felt heavier than she expected. This city and the connection she had made had captured a piece of her heart. "This isn't goodbye," Leo said, his voice full of warmth. "It's just, see you later. Now you have a reason to practice your English harder than ever and come back." Reflections in Flight. On the plane, Anna looked out the window as the city shrank below. She wasn't the same person who had arrived. She was braver, more confident, and her world was so much bigger. The journey wasn't just about seeing famous places. It was about connecting with people and discovering a new part of herself. Souvenirs at home. Back in her apartment, everything looked the same, but Anna felt different. She unpacked her souvenirs, a tiny model of a yellow cab, a postcard of the skyline, and a framed photo of her and Leo at sunset on the top of the rock. Each item held a memory of courage, friendship, and love. English comes alive. She opened her English textbook, but now the words on the page were not just grammar rules. They were the sounds of the city, the echo of Leo's laughter, the lyrics of a Broadway song. Her motivation to learn was stronger than ever. It was the language of friendship, adventure, and the promise of return. Call across miles. A few days later, her computer screen lit up with a video call. It was Leo. His smile was just as warm from thousands of miles away. They talked for hours, effortlessly switching between stories about their day and plans for the future. The distance didn't seem so large when they could share the same language. Next, trip tease. So when are you coming back? Leo asked. There's still so much to show you. We haven't explored Greenwich Village or eaten a real New York bagel yet. Anna laughed, her heart leaping with excitement. I'll start saving up, she promised, and I'll keep practicing my English for our next adventure. Highline quiet. Anna remembered another beautiful day with Leo, walking along the Highline, an elevated park built on old railway tracks. They had sat on a bench surrounded by wildflowers and art installations, watching the city traffic flow silently below them. It was a perfect example of New York's ability to create beauty in the most unexpected places. Remembering September 11th. Their visit to the 9/11 memorial was a somber and deeply moving experience. Standing by the reflecting pools, where the Twin Towers once stood, they felt the city's incredible resilience and strength. It was a moment of quiet reflection, honoring the past while appreciating the preciousness of the present moment they shared. Staten Island Ferry. One afternoon, they took the Staten Island Ferry, a classic New York experience. The trip was free and offered spectacular views of the harbor and skyline. The wind was strong, and they laughed as they tried to take a selfie, feeling like true New Yorkers enjoying a simple pleasure. New York. Feeling. Anna closed her eyes and could almost smell the roasted nuts from a street cart, hear the rhythm of a subway train, and feel the energy of millions of people chasing their dreams. New York was more than a destination. It was a feeling. It was the feeling of being alive, of connecting, and of knowing that anything is possible. First chapter ends. Her journey started with a simple desire to learn English. It led her across an ocean to a city of dreams and to an unexpected friendship that blossomed into something more. Anna knew her adventure with New York and with Leo was far from over. This was just the end of the first unforgettable chapter. What about you? You've seen how English can open hearts, doors, and dreams. Anna found more than a city. She found courage, friendship, and love. Where could your English take you next? Share your dreams in the comments. We would love to know. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more fun English lessons.